I don't know if you guys are feeling this too, but right now NASCAR just has that energy again. Like something wild is always around the corner. And today is one of those days because we've got not just one, but two stories that honestly feel like they came straight out of what makes this sport so special. The kind of stuff that reminds you why you fell in love with racing in the first place, and at the same time shows you where this whole thing might be heading next. One of them is just pure chaos in the best way possible. The kind of thing that makes you sit back and go, yeah, this is the most NASCAR thing ever. And the other, that one actually matters a lot for what we're about to see on track. Like it could seriously shape how this race plays out. So yeah, we got to talk about both. But first, real quick, if you're a true NASCAR fan, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is NASCAR Hub. We're just getting started trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you love real, honest NASCAR talk, you're in the right place. Let's talk about this first story because honestly I'm still smiling thinking about it. So Cletus McFarland, yeah, Garrett Mitchell himself, just dropped a video that has the entire racing world talking right now. And not because of a race, not because of a championship, but because he basically took something completely ridiculous and made it unforgettable. He showed up at Talladega Superspeedway, one of the most intimidating tracks on the planet, with a fleet of cheap, beat-up Crown Victorias. And I'm not talking about a test session, not a promo event, not some corporate activation. This was literally just a group of guys who love racing deciding to find out how fast those cars could go at Talladega. And then it gets even crazier because he didn't show up alone. We're talking about 3 active NASCAR Cup Series drivers joining him. Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, and Ryan Preece. Let that sink in for a second. Cup drivers at Talladega and Crown Vics. That's insane. And if you somehow don't know who Cletus is, which honestly at this point in NASCAR you probably should, this dude built his name on YouTube going fast and doing wild stuff with cars. He's got over 4.6 million subscribers, owns the Freedom Factory racetrack in Florida. But here's the thing, he's not just a content creator anymore. He's actually becoming a legit racer. In 2025, he ran ARCA races at Talladega and Charlotte and finished top 10 in both. Then in 2026, he made his Truck Series debut at Daytona. And now he's officially set to drive the number 33 Chevy for Richard Childress Racing. That is not normal. That is a rocket ship trajectory. So when he links up with guys like Keselowski, a Cup champion and co-owner of RFK Racing, plus Buescher, who's sitting 7th in points early in 2026, and Preece, you start realizing this isn't a joke anymore. This is real respect. Now, let's talk about what they actually did. Talladega is a 2.66-mile monster with 33 degrees of banking. Cup cars hit over 200 mph there. Even veterans say it never stops being scary. And these guys, they lined up 4 Crown Victorias bumper to bumper, locked into a draft full throttle, and they hit 159 mph. 159 in cars that were basically police cruisers 15 years ago with no real aero package, no downforce, nothing like a Cup car. By themselves, those cars probably top out in the low 130s. But together, drafting like a Cup race, they turned Talladega into their own personal land speed experiment. And Ryan Preece was so fired up. He posted the clip saying one of the highlights of his entire Cup career was pushing Cletus, Keselowski, and Buescher to that speed. And he literally called it the most American thing he's ever done. And honestly, he's not wrong. But here's where this story really hits different. This wasn't just a fun video. This was a statement. Because think about it, Brad Keselowski didn't have to be there. Chris Buescher didn't have to be there. Ryan Preece didn't have to be there. These are serious Cup drivers and they showed up anyway. Why? Because what Cletus is building is something the garage respects. And that's the part that I think a lot of traditional fans need to really pay attention to. This guy isn't just passing through NASCAR. He's building something real and the sport is embracing it. He's putting in the work, learning the tracks, improving lap times, getting better finishes. Even guys like Travis Pastrana have said straight up Cletus can drive. He's a wheelman. And honestly, after seeing a Crown Vic go 159 at Talladega, yeah, I believe it. But zoom out for a second because this is bigger than just one crazy video. This is a shift. For years, NASCAR has been trying to figure out how to bring in new fans, new energy, new attention, and Cletus, he's doing it naturally. People who never watched ARCA are watching now. People who never cared about the Truck Series are tuning in. Fans are buying tickets to tracks they didn't even know existed a couple years ago just because he's racing there. That's new eyeballs, new money, new energy, and the craziest part, all it took was letting a YouTuber race. And at the end of the day, this is what makes motorsports special. Yeah, championships matter, points matter, but sometimes it's just four guys in cheap cars going as fast as physics will allow at one of the most legendary tracks in the world. And everybody watching thinking, yeah, that's why I love this sport. Now, let's switch gears because the second story, this one actually matters a lot for what we're about to see on track. We're talking about the full starting lineup for the NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway. And there's a lot to unpack here. Starting right at the front, and this is big, you've got Denny Hamlin on the pole for Joe Gibbs Racing. And right next to him, William Byron from Hendrick Motorsports. Now think about that for a second. Those are the winners of both Martinsville races last year, starting on the front row together again. That is not random. That's experience. That's rhythm at this track. That's guys who know how to win here. Then row 2 gets really interesting. You've got Josh Berry putting that Wood Brothers racing car in third, which is honestly huge for that team. And alongside him, Ty Gibbs in fourth, another Joe Gibbs racing car right up front. And then this might be one of the coolest things to watch today, Shane Van Gisbergen starting fifth. This guy keeps improving on ovals and you can see it. Every single week he looks more comfortable, more aggressive, more like he belongs here. Right behind him, Austin Cindric from Team Penske in 6th. Then you've got Carson Hocevar in 7th and Tyler Reddick in 8th. Rounding out the top 10, Joey Logano and Chase Elliott. And you already know if Chase is anywhere near the front late in the race, that place is going to go crazy. Now, here's something that really stands out. The defending Cup Series champion Kyle Larson is starting 13th. Not terrible, but not where you expect a guy like that to dominate from at Martinsville. He's going to have to work for it. And then we got to talk about this. Kyle Busch, 34th on the grid. And this isn't just a bad qualifying run. He's currently on a 99 race winless streak. 99 for a two-time champion. That is wild, and honestly a little hard to watch if you followed his career. Now let me run through the rest of this field because there are some important names scattered all over this lineup. 11th is Christopher Bell. 12th, Ryan Blaney. 14th, Zane Smith. 15th, Bubba Wallace. 16th, Chris Buescher. 17th, Ryan Preece. 18th, Ross Chastain. 19th, Eric Jones. 20th, Michael McDowell. 21st, Justin Allgaier. 22nd, Daniel Suarez. 23rd, Brad Keselowski. 24th, Cole Custer. 25th, Connor Zilisch. 26th, Riley Herbst. 27th, Chase Briscoe. 28th, AJ Allmendinger. 29th, Todd Gilliland. 30th, Austin Dillon. 31st, Noah Gragson. 32nd, John Hunter Nemechek. 33rd, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 35th, Cody Ware. 36th, Ty Dillon. And starting 37th, Austin Hill. That's the full field. Here's the thing about Martinsville. Starting position matters a lot. Track position here is everything. It's tight, it's aggressive, tempers flare, and if you're buried in traffic, your day can go bad real fast. So when you look at this grid, Hamlin on pole, Byron next to him, Ty Gibbs right there, Shane Van Gisbergen in the top 5. This race could get intense early. And then you've got guys like Larson trying to move forward and Kyle Busch basically needing a miracle just to get into contention. That's pressure. That's storyline. That's Martinsville. And honestly, this is one of those races where strategy, patience, and just surviving the chaos might matter more than outright speed. So yeah, between what we just saw at Talladega with Cletus and those Cup drivers, and now this lineup heading into Martinsville, NASCAR feels alive right now, like anything can happen. And that's exactly how this sport is supposed to feel. If you made it this far, drop a comment who you got winning this race. And hey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to NASCAR Hub. We're still a new channel trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you're into real NASCAR talk like this, you already know you're in the right place.